Facebook, long time no see what's going on. Got the credit conversation going on. It's been a minute. I got a few things that I want to kind of bring out, start talking, bringing more things to light. Again, we still involved in this pandemic, epidemic, a lot of things going on, a lot of transitioning, a lot of things changing. So my job now is to kind of bring you a little bit of information and invite some people on board, bring some people. I do have a special guest right now that I want to bring in, and we finna talk. We finna talk about the credit conversation. So as we proceed, yes, indeed, we're here to educate you guys. So I'm finna bring somebody on board. Again, I'm just popping up, going live because we finna start this credit conversation. We finna make our videos awesome. We got an awesome team, got awesome stuff going on. And I want to share that love and spread that web. So with that being said, let me add my special guest, and y'all, she is amazing. Here we go. Hello, how you doing?
What up, what up?
So again, y'all, this is my special guest, Amatullah. Mami Shabazz is in the building. How you doing?
In the building. What's up? I can't see myself on the screen. Okay. All right, there we go.
Yeah. So
hey, what's up, everybody?
Yes. So this is so if you don't mind introducing yourself real quick, what you do, what you got going on. We're gonna talk about how we're gonna give them a quick 30 minutes of conversation about credit. You got the floor.
Already. Okay, well, thank you, Bo. I appreciate you. So everybody can know, I'm Amatullah, Mami Shabazz. I'm also the owner of Yes Credit Solutions, and I'm very happy that we able to combine and come collaborate on the credit conversations.
Right.
Y'all in for a lot of good treats, primarily in the financial industry, period. Everything we deal with, pretty much some of everything. Just you want me to go into the intro, or you want me to say that?
Yeah. Introduce yourself now, and then I'm gonna give them an introduction because I know we got live feed going from you and the live feed going from me. So quick introduction, 2-minute introduction, then I'm gonna jump on mine, and then we're gonna go and get to it.
Okay, already. Well, in credit in general, my background, I've been in dealing with finances and credit for about 10 years now. I have all sort of resources, including personal to business, and primarily now we're focusing on building that business credit, like getting people in place for business credit. So along with the radio, I've done radio before. I've had a radio show, High Vibrations Radio. We have experience. I'm kind of well versed in different sectors or different areas. And just looking forward to speaking more in depth about credit, right? The conversation. Let's start it. Let's ask questions. Let's be inquisitive. And more certainly than anything, let's learn and grow and build our businesses up, right? So that's a little more information on me. Go ahead, Bo. Anything else you want me to touch on?
And where you from?
I'm from Chicago, baby. But I'm down here in D-Town, so I'm down here in Dallas. Been here for a long time, so I'm representing Texas.
To the three people, yes, Dallas. Absolutely. And that's like I say, that's Mami Chief. She know a lot about this credit world, y'all. And so, to introduce myself, my name Bo. I've been around for about 25 years doing credit, network. And what we doing now, we coming together. We just not, it ain't about competing right now. We taking our resources and bringing them together so we can get out there and help people more. So that's what this is about. And we're going to start these credit conversations. We're going to keep them going. We're going to elaborate on credit, all different topics. Bo knows. Who knows? So if I don't know, I know somebody that do know. And that's the key. And then we're going to bring that because different people can know more about credit. Other people can know different things about credit. This person might have different connects on funding. This person might have different connects on business funding. So we finna bring our resources together, and there you have it. And with that being said, we're gonna jump right in. Again, Bo knows I've been doing this 25 years, personal credit, business credit, business trades, personal trade lines, software development, a lot of good things. So, and credit took me to a whole nother level, and all the different endeavors and businesses that we have, man, thanks to credit. But with that being said, Mami Chi, let's talk. Let's get right into it. Let's dive in. So the first topic we want to kind of discuss, and I'm going to let her throw out the questions, and we both going to elaborate on.
already. So, first starting off, we want to go into like what's the current trends, what's going on in the financial world, right? And the first topic that we can't let go past is this new law that was just passed by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. And if y'all not familiar with it, check it out, Google it. Like this is an organization that's put in place to protect the rights of consumers. However, they just passed the new law, and the new law is in reference to how collection companies practice, what they can do and what they cannot do. And they recently just passed a law saying that now collection companies can contact consumers on their social media platforms. So a collection company can put a post on, they say a private message on your Facebook, on your Twitter, on your Instagram, and just taking into account everything that's going on in the country right now, people's positions that they've been put in, not out of their own actions, but as a result of what COVID has done, the detriment that has caused to families and financial situations. It's a terrible move. You know, it's like, to me, they just got in bed and they just forgot everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because now what they've also done, and I'll bring up an article, it's on the consumerfinance.gov website, but these same collection companies, they don't have to verify that the debt belongs to you. That's one major red flag. And they can contact people unlimited. So they didn't even put a limit on how many times they can contact you. And this is including text message and email. So imagine just getting hounded over and over and over again by these collection companies, and they within their legal right to do so. So that's something we want to talk about, Bo. What up? What you thinking about that?
Right. And see, and that's crazy. You mentioned how social media is taking the dynamic to even be allowed to contact you via social media. See, people don't understand that social media, their platform is different. It's not like the Wall Street Journal or say a real high profile magazine where they got to get authentic information. And I see y'all notice you can put anything on social media, right? You can talk about anything. It don't have to be true. It can be false information. It can be true information. And you know what they do? They remove certain information that they feel is biased towards their organization. So if Facebook don't like what you posting, they have the right to remove it. Instagram don't like what you post, they have the right to remove it. But so you know, you and anybody have the right to put anything out there. It's not against the law. They made these particular companies based off of, they call it like a community, meaning allow people to come in and say whatever they want to say. And we dictate it. The owners, the CFOs, the CEOs, the owners of these different platforms, we can dictate what and who we want to be. If we want to go with this Biden politician or Trump politician, we can push whatever. So their agenda is totally different than ours. So if these collection agencies paying their bills, they're going to allow them to do whatever they want to you. And that is crazy. Like now they finna just really start exploding different things. And who knows where your business might end up at. You know, it's a lot of business already. We're not necessarily private anymore because everything is out there. You follow me? Mm-hmm. So I think that's going to be a big change in the way the credit world works. So y'all see now the new laws allow them to just go out there and correct me if I'm wrong. The last information on social media to you and say, hey, they can just hit you up on Facebook. Your collection bill is past due. You got a message from them to your friend.
Exactly. So people's privacy is like going to take a major hit. You know, like your privacy, and that's going out the window, which I don't see it lasting long just based off of that fact alone, because now we're talking about, you know, people's private information being on a public platform. And right now, all of the major social media sites, the companies rather, they have already gave in their notice that they'll be working with the collection companies or with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau on setting up different ways that they're going to put this together. And this is all going to be rolling out in 2021. So it's so much that we don't know that's coming for next year, but we know that's one of the parts of it, right? That they are putting in place where they can start terrorizing people on social media. So what's the remedy? The remedy is get your credit together. Remove those
Right. And
collections.
we got
Put those,
right,
protect your private and public information by suppressing it. That's remedies.
right, right. And so y'all know when y'all jump on board and anything y'all do with it, whether it comes to credit, trade lines, business, personal trade lines, funding, business funding, this is my team and this is her team. We are joining to make this information readily accessible and to bring value. And with that being said, we're gonna kind of roll into the next question, Mommy Chi, and you can break that down too. And I'm elaborate too on that as well. But that's what we planning for the future.
Exactly. So the next thing we want to talk about and discuss, and I'm not sure if many people are even aware, but soon they'll be cutting off all of this unemployment, right? So that just laying a whole nother foundation to how they're gonna walk into this next year because they planning to cut off in December. They said at least like 13 million people. So again, we're talking about a devastating blow to someone's financial stability in their family and their household because it's coming to a straight end. It's not, the drip, take you through a couple, we're going to cut you down 20%, 30%. It's zero. You instantly getting cut off, right? So now we need to talk about those people who have, we got to think more about what we walking into the next year. What's coming up is our tax season. Tax season is coming up. So how is that going to affect people? How is this money being cut off at the end of the year? That's one major detriment. But then we're talking about how is that going to affect your tax season for next year or your tax return or your expected tax return for next year.
Oh, wow. And that's something that I wouldn't worry. So they're getting rid of unemployment. They cutting off the unemployment money.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Yeah,
cold blooded.
it is. It's crazy out here. And see, that's why credit is so important. Like if you had yourself in position, you get your credit fixed, get yourself in position, you can use that credit to plateau. And I know you got a testimonial too, and we'll talk about that towards the end. What has credit done for you? Your people around you, what have it done for others? You follow me? And that's what I'm explaining here. Credit is the beginning foundation. That is your ground, your stuff up on concrete and not sand. Meaning, if you start building things without credit, it's bound to sink. If you start building things without compliance and different things like that, it's bound to sink. If your structure is not there, it's bound to sink. So we structure in corporations, we build in corporation, we build in self, we educate self, we bringing you a slew of people, no matter where they're from, all around Chicago, Atlanta, Dallas, St. Louis, Houston. You mentioned it. We there. We got a network of people. I definitely have a network of people. We've been doing business for years. You follow me? So this is nothing new. So, wow, that is new. People need to get prepared.
Yeah, definitely get prepared. And also, everyone keeping in mind those SBA loans, all of the different funding that we have said yes to, during this time of detriment in our country, with the pandemic and with COVID hitting and businesses shutting down and unexpected whatever, you know what I'm saying? It was unforeseen. So that's the same situation. How are you going to position yourself so during when tax season does start, or when it's time for you to actually, do your taxes, will you be receiving that same tax return that you typically receive at the beginning of the year that helps the economy, that gives the boost, right? I'm pretty sure they're going to drop a stimulus check or something. They're going to have to, I don't see how they're going to get away with not having to drop some money on people because they're going to need it. The economy will need that money. So, I thought that was cold-blooded too. But there are remedies, everybody. There are still lots of different banks are lending, basically. So what you need to do is get in position so that you can take advantage, period.
Exactly. Yeah, and to elaborate that on a little bit, then we can go on to the next question, Ms. Shabazz. But yeah, that is so true. It's money is readily accessible. They are releasing more stimulus. The market is asking for it. When the market start falling down, they begging. And that's who has an impact. Believe it or not, the market really has an impact on our everyday social dealing, society, business funding, all of that. It's a big game. We need to understand how the game is played.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, y'all. All right, so we want to lead or end with business credit. That's always the main thing. You want to get that corporate business credit. That's the creme de la creme when you're talking about credit. Because why?
Yeah.
It's not the same limitations that you have when you work in your personal credit. So yes, your personal credit is foundational, right? You want to make sure your personal credit is on point because that's what initially opens doors for you. However, when you really talk about scaling, growing, and taking yourself to the next level, then you need to start to identify where can I get my foot in the door with business credit? How can I utilize this it's a platform. Basically, business credit is like a whole nother world. How can I utilize this to take my business to the next level so I can scale and possibly create opportunities for working capital, you know what I'm saying, what the business needs. So, Bo, go ahead, Bo. I'm going to let you go ahead and talk about that because I know you got resources for everybody.
Right. Right. And see, and what she do, she's a business coach as well, myself, but put together our efforts to bring you and bring you unity when it comes to these corporation, corporate structures, corporate funding, and that's the key. And you do need to build yourself up because once yourself is built up, you become that PG personal guarantor behind any company will help that company plateau. And then once the company get enough trades on there, when she help coach build, etc., I also offer trade references and trade lines. So that's a combination of what we can do collectively. That right there take your business to another level. Then you can be like Walmart. Walmart specializes in developing business credit. They got so many trades, over 500 trade references. That's 500 different accounts to where now they the biggest. And you got manufacturers and companies that want to deal with them that will still give them credit. Why? Because their credibility is their clients. They have so much clientele. It's a numbers game. So if I can show that we got so many customers running through per hour through this store, wouldn't you want your product here? You definitely will put your product on credit and give us a deal. So that's the it get astronomical. We still building companies that we started building years ago. And I'm gonna bring some of these people on board. Like we have testimonials and she got testimonials. We're gonna talk about that, like what have we done for people. I also want Mami Chi to elaborate on, how we met and what we're doing now to kind of bring you, more information and also what she have done for other clients, and that's a beautiful thing. And again, business credit, personal credit, business funding, personal funding, and they grow from there. Then we starting to take companies and help them get, funded, help them get their, T's crossed, I's dotted, get them contracts, whatever it may be, get them business so they can pay those bills. Right. Exactly. So if you want to elaborate, kind of how long you've been in the industry, how we met, what you like about our connection and all of that good stuff, that'd be great. And I'm going to do the same thing. We can talk a little bit more about, what we've done for other people and elaborate a little bit more on this and take it on out the door.
Already. Okay. I got you. We'll take it to the hoe. Okay. So how we met. We probably met, I think it was about like 2 years ago or so. It was through some business associates of mine, and it was really kind of funny because everybody was like, "Is this girl from Chicago? Her name's Chi-Town, and she helping everybody get their credit, get their funding." And they was getting me confused with somebody else, but they was talking about me. It was like they was mixing, two different people up. So anyway, it got to me that like, man, you need to meet, you need to meet this guy's named Bo. It was a lot of people from down here from St. Louis, you know what I'm saying? So they introduced me to Bo. I went to the beauty shop and I met like about 5 or 6 different people there. And, we've been just growing and building since then. The sister who introduced us, she was like, "You gonna love us. She just like you." You know what I'm saying? Y'all both got that go-getter mentality. And she was right. We've been tight since then. And even with Bo being in St. Louis, I'm out here in Dallas, we still connect, we still do business whenever you're in town. Like we in different rooms right now broadcasting because we wanted to get y'all
we down here right now.
Right, he's down here right now in my office. So the the point was the universe was like, let's put this together. They're gonna create some magic. And now we on this platform, the credit conversation, and this is something we're doing together so that we can, share with everybody. So we want to know let y'all know what y'all can expect to learn and grow, you know what I'm saying, from what we're sharing today. The purpose is we want to implant seeds, right? We want to put a thought in your mind so that you know that you need to cultivate this certain different thought to grow it. Just like anything with planting, you got to water it, you got to maintain it. And our goal is to inspire and to help others grow their business, take themselves to the next platform, how to utilize,
Exactly.
how to pivot credit, the platform, financial independence in general. It's multitudes of
Exactly.
ways we can make money with credit and using credit as a pivot to make money in other areas. So that's what the purpose of what we're doing. And one of our main inspirations is to see our people, we need to go to the next level. We need to have a presence, and knowledge about all of these things that's going on right now, especially in the financial sector. You know what I'm saying? Let me see, people.
Right.
So I already shared, like, I've been doing this credit particularly for like 10 years now, but originally started off with taxes, doing taxes like since I was like 18. So, that was the first put me in the game like that. And from there went to personal credit. And then for personal credit, I grew to business credit because ultimately we do need to start to utilize our businesses and grow our businesses on their own, utilize that entity for what it is. It's a standalone entity that's there to collect and have its own credit profile, period. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with that. I done help all types of people, different business owners all over this country. I don't have just clients here in Dallas. Primarily, most of my clients everywhere. So my phone stay buzzing for that. And I'm grateful and appreciative to be in a position to help others, to show others the things that, I didn't walk this path. I didn't bump my head. I didn't have dealt with my credit in the ground, building it back up, taking businesses to nothing, to going to get 250,000 in funding, stuff like that, getting $5 million lines of credit, things like that. That inspires me to keep going and do more. So I'm definitely excited, looking forward to seeing what me and both show everybody, and then y'all could be even more testimonies, because taking this information and applying it will be powerful for your future.
Yes, absolutely. And she's not kidding. And we finna bring you some real good videos, real good animation, real good stuff out of here. We got a good crew, good team. And they all behind the scenes, and we finna start bringing this to the forefront. And kind of like she said, she elaborated on credit. What got me into this is, I got a background, and I go into just some of it, school of hard knocks. And I had to figure out, what is it a way to continue to make good money. But then I thought about, how can I help people? How can I help people simultaneously and make the money? And help them make money. So I'm like, okay, let me get into this credit stuff. And I started this in like 99, 2000, when I bought my first property. I was already work credit. So I started helping people fix their credit so they can buy homes. And this before Obama came in the office, and before the HAMP program and the HAMP program, people started losing their homes. So I started helping people get homes, build, and I'm like, this credit is cool. What else can you do with credit? Oh, there's credit cards, there's vehicles, there's a business. So, and it went from there, and it just kept growing. I couldn't stop doing this even if I wanted to. Like I sometimes try to do other things, but people say, no, Bo, you ain't going nowhere. We need your help here. And you know what? That's why I do it. Because I know it helped people, and just seeing the smile and the testimonials. I had a testimonial today. Big up to Rashawn. Rashawn, appreciate that referral. She's another constituent of ours. And I like when people tell you, if we help, let it be known. Back in the day, y'all, we used to be sacred, secrets. We keep things to ourselves. And I grew up like that. And I'm pretty sure Mommy Cheese grew up like that too. We come from a background where everything was kind of, we ain't telling nobody nothing. You know what I mean? And that's because we was raised that way. And then if you did tell somebody something, somebody else would tell that person, they'd snitch, and you'll run into all kind of problems. So I was like that for a reason. But now I'm like, you know what? We're going to use this platform to help people out. So nowadays, this new technology and new technological approaches, we can share what's going on. and we gonna share. It ain't about bragging, it ain't about boasting. It's about living your life to the fullest by having that knowledge. You know what I mean? And once you get that knowledge behind what we're offering, and you take it, you might take it to another level. You might report back to myself or Miss Shabazz and say, hey, look what I got, y'all. Look what I did. Okay, jump on this live, jump on this stream, y'all, and let's show the people. Let's show them if you got this new truck, new house, you built this.
Exactly.
Like testimonials, and we want people to show that, man, like we really do. You know, so with that being said, this is a passion for me, and I see this a passion for her. She's been doing it for a while. I've been doing it for a while, and it ain't about competing. We bringing out, we are competing. We competing with our business sources and giving it to you guys. Not, you know, when I heard somebody in credit repair, okay, well, what can we do to grow collectively? And that's how we look at it. So that being said, like we really here to help. We really here to help.
Exactly. No, I totally agree. And say it again, Bob.
I say anything you want to add to that?
Oh yeah. Well, no, I agree with everything that you said 100%. And the whole purpose is we are here to grow. We're here to help others grow. You know what I'm saying? So again, just that concept, planting a seed and inspiring someone so y'all can know, like, yeah, I can do it. You can do it. It's doable. You know, we can do it, but it requires plan. It requires you to work on actions, not just to think about it. Now you put the thought into action. Now that thought becomes a plan. That thought becomes a reality. You know, you follow the steps that it go through. And yes, we're going to be talking about credit, the credit conversation in the financial industry, but it's not just limited to only the financial industry in the sense of where we got to give credit at. You have to give credit to yourself. You have to give credit to your body, to your mind. And these are all different parts that make up a whole. And that's what walk us to the glory land, as they say. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's where we at with it. So yeah.
And yeah, again, so I appreciate everybody, man. You know, like, share, comment, you know, all the typical stuff they tell people to do. But for real, share these videos that we putting out there, man. We're gonna drop some jewels for real. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I ain't playing. We're not playing no more. It's time to get super serious, be young, serious, and grow collectively. You know, this is what the creator want, and that's what we gonna do. You know, so y'all, with y'all participation, y'all help anybody that out there that she didn't help, I didn't help, reach back out, show us your testimony. If it didn't go good, if it went bad, that's fine too. You know, we here to continue. Things happen. And with that being said, I'm gonna let Miss Mami Chi do an outro. You know, let her go on, take it on out the door and give her information, her groups and all of that stuff. So again, like, share, comment, and I'm gonna let you know how to find her, which I'm gonna put on my page and all of that too. And we're gonna end this up 30 minutes. Got a minute to go.
Already. Okay, so y'all, you can see me, check me out on social media. Well, I'm the real Mami Chi across all social medias. And for my business, Yes Credit Solutions on Facebook, facebook.com/Yes Credit Solutions, and all the other platforms, the Yes Credit. And, you know, I'm here as a resource, you know what I'm saying? Reach out. Me and Bo together, we're going to get you where you need to be. We got all the resources we need. And even if, like, with this particular feed, it might be a little choppy, but like he said, we have professionals on our team. We wanted to get out here and just be in front of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to see us. Y'all need to get a feel for this place. Right. And know that you can anticipate more.
If y'all want to. I say we can walk them to their professional room just a little.
Yeah, right.
We don't keep that for later. That's you know, say the best for last. And with that being said, Amatullah, Mami Chi, Shabazz, I appreciate that. It's been a pleasure again. Y'all can find her. Everybody say their goodbyes. I'm going to end here now. Again, Miss Shabazz, I thank you. And we'll be back again with more credit conversations, more in-depth information. And y'all stay tuned.
Yes, you're very welcome. Peace, y'all.
Yeah, and I want to thank everybody again for, you know, taking the time to just jump on there. I figured I'd go live real quick, do something, you know, show my face, you know, show myself, present more of the team, more of the effort and what we finna be doing, because she's phenomenal. It's a lot of phenomenal people out here that's helping other people, and we giving up the screw competing. It's time to grow. You know, we're going to start off as these small sapling trees and grow into something huge and big and continue that endeavor and let people live the lives that they choose to, take care of their family, enjoy life, man. You know, 2020, perfect vision again. You know, I appreciate everybody taking the time. Again, like, share, and comment. We appreciate y'all. Stay healthy, stay safe, all the above. Bo knows. And if I don't know, I know somebody that do.